Hi, welcome on my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the feminist woman or woman who follow the career, money, power, or the woman who doesn't need a man in her life. First of all, I got this video in Romania also, Romanian language. You can find on my YouTube channel, maybe you are Romanian. And you can find this video in Romanian language. Maybe it's much easy for you, or I don't know. I hope I gonna remember everything what I put in Romanian to say in English also. First of all, I want to talk about why we start to have too many women who start to create a thirst to have her own job, her own career, to do everything by herself, to be very independent, to be in her energy, in her femininity energy, but also very high in her masculine energy. I want to start to say it's a huge trauma what we develop since we was very young. In some sort of experience, we develop our masculinity energy very high because we've been hurt, or we've been created by our father to be like that. What's mean that? Maybe our father didn't know to be in him masculine energy because of he copy the way how the him parents they was, and this was repeat the own parents copy the grandparents and something like that, generation after generation. Sometimes we follow, and we need to balance, like if your mother was in your masculine energy, the boy is gonna be in him feminine energy, because somehow we balance the energy. If a mother is in a very high and masculine energy, the boy is gonna stay all the time here to mommy. Is gonna develop the feminine energy, so it's gonna be more. He's gonna rely the woman to take all the very important decision, to be the provider, and to pay the bills, and to take the decision in the family. It's nothing wrong with that. It means your father didn't know to be in him masculine energy, and somehow you become as a woman in your masculine energy. So depend. Sometimes your father was in very high feminine energy, very vulnerable. Also teach you how to work for a young age, how to start to have sorry, just a second. Very high energy, and sometimes because our father didn't teach us how to be vulnerable, how to be sensitive, how to listen our emotions. Sometimes it tell you, why you crying? You don't have a reason to cry. So clean your face and move on, and fight as a man. Be a fighter. So because of that, since you was very small as a girl, you're supposed to fight with all the men everywhere, and you don't know how to be in your feminine energy, to be more vulnerable, to look more after you. You need to look after your parents, after your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance, because you're gonna chase the same typological way, like the same type like your father. You're gonna attract the same men. If your father was in him feminine energy and your mother was decision, your mother was paying the bills, you're gonna attract the same men. You're gonna pay everything as a woman. So we just repeat the same thing like our parents. Why? Because we copy and we think this is normal. It's normal for us. So nobody teach us how to be vulnerable, how we expect the man to pay everything, how the man to give the money, how to men to take the decision. We don't know. We never know, and we feel sometimes we. Sorry, my son is singing. He stopped. Um, Sometimes we feel when we rely on a man to do everything, he forget or he don't know what to do or he's lost because we attract the same type of man like our father. A man in his masculine energy and a woman in masculine energy, they cannot match. It's gonna be a war there. It's gonna be the man is not gonna feel comfortable in his masculine energy to receive advice from a woman in or to live with a woman. They cannot match. They need to balance somehow. Or the woman is depend who is stubborn, very stubborn. I'm a very stubborn person. So yeah. What I learned in my life with all the men who doesn't know what they want from life, they don't have a target, they don't care if they pay the bills and everything, and they don't know how to be in the masculine energy. Sitting near to them, I realize sometimes they pretend they don't know because they know you are capable to do, and they put everything on you, and they expect for you to do everything. And somehow they act like they don't know, they are stupid, or no, because they are stupid. They pretend. They pretend. And here I'm not judging them. I saw the way how the man is testing a woman to see if the woman know her value. If you understand that. Because the man is gonna test you to know if you pay the bills at the restaurant, if you pay your shopping, if you pay everything, if you wait for him to provide. So it's gonna test in you. A man is not gonna in the masculine energy, is not gonna stay with a woman who do everything. Yeah, he want you to sort it out or everything what you deal with. They don't want you to come to save you because he said, man, I need to save myself first and after I need to save you. But in somehow God, before to bring a man in him masculine energy, is gonna bring that person near to you just to balance your feminine energy, to say, to cry, to heal, and to allow you to become a woman. It's not gonna be in 1 month, 2 months. It's gonna take time. That's why God sometimes is bring a man in him masculine energy just to balance your energy, not to be with him. Because maybe sometimes that man is not good for you. Maybe that man, he got a lot of anger, a lot of trauma, what he need to sort it out. So it's gonna damage more yourself than you realize. So what I want to tell you, usually a woman in her femininity, in her masculine energy, sometimes it's a woman, a girl who never allowed to be vulnerable, he never be allowed to be sensitive, to allowed to wait for someone to help her, to pay her bills, to give everything what she need, to provide everything what she need. So no one was there for her. That's why I'm calling it a trauma. That's why sometimes this type of woman, they protest like, we don't need a man, the man is gonna bully us, a man is gonna destroy us, a man. Sometimes the woman it's going to another woman and they marry another woman. They change these things because they have the heartbreak after someone who just play with her heart. So what I try to explain in this type, sometime when a woman is too rigid, she doesn't know to be vulnerable, she doesn't know to be kind, she doesn't know to have a pure heart near to someone, she doesn't know to be in her feminine energy. It's been that woman been through a lot of things in her life. She fight with a lot of men what they was insecure, they was just bullying all the women because they couldn't be a man, they couldn't understand them. So sometimes a man can be everything what you need in your life, but because him trauma, your trauma, you cannot work together. You're gonna fight. You're gonna try to be the boss. He's gonna try to be the boss. So you're gonna hurt each other. Uh, Usually, you need to take time to understand each other. You need to take time as a woman to start to heal herself, to work with her on herself. When God decide, they find the perfect match, the perfect soulmate, twin flame, how you want to say. Um, the person who gonna attract all your trauma out to help you to cry, to become vulnerable, to become more sensitive as a woman, to listen your intuition. God doesn't want you to change for that person. He want to change for you to understand yourself. And when I'm talking about healing, we talking about working with your stress level, with your cortisol hormones, with a lot of hormones on your body. What does mean? It mean working on your diet. When I'm talking about diet, I'm talking about what you eating, how you sleeping, how you, just a second, sorry, someone was on the door. I just received a present. What I was want to tell you. Yeah, sometime God put you, bring a man in his masculine energy, or a woman if you are a man watching this video and you are on your feminine energy, and he bring a woman in him in her feminine energy. Just a second, mommy. Like that, push, 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 push. Very good, mommy, very good. He, like, if a man is in him feminine energy and a woman come in her feminine energy, sometimes spiritual, they don't need to stay near to each other, they need to be in units to help each other to be like a woman who was in her feminine masculine energy becoming her feminine energy, and a man who is in feminine energy will become in him masculine energy, just because they balance near to that person. It's very important. Why is so important a woman to be in her feminine energy and the men have to be in his masculine energy? Just because we've been created to work in some sort of way. It's okay if we don't. Nobody blame us. God is understand us. Just because we copy our parents, there's nothing wrong with us. Just sometimes God is working like that. It's help you to become more, all of us, every single person on this planet got the feminine energy, the left part on your face or hands and everything, it's your vulnerable part. Mommy, left that fridge, please. No, we don't. We don't put the empty box in the fridge. Sorry. And the right part is the masculine energy, the powerful part. That's why sometimes we lift everything with the right hand, we do everything with the right hand, and sometimes we need to understand why we work on our masculine energy a lot, why we work on our feminine energy a lot. So it's very important on that. It's very, very important, because everything had a reason in our life. Every single situation, every single job, every single journey, every single person is coming in our life is teaching something. We have lesson after lesson after lesson. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing it's wrong, nothing it's right. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. Sometimes God bring the perfect person for us, but we are not ready for that person. Maybe that person need to heal and you need to heal. And why is happening like that? Because we need to work on ourselves, our habits, our addiction. We need to work on ourselves. Sorry. We need to start to drinking more healthy water. We need to still left the caffeine out from our body. Eat more healthy. Eat everything what is good for us, like we have food to balance our hormones. We can introduce more cooler shower in our routine, because it's level up our stress level, our cortisol level. So different vitamins, magnesium, calcium, zinc, tea, what is very important, uh, what they can help us to balance our cortisol level. I forgot the name of the tea, that's why I was making a a break. In canon, anyway, it's very important to understand sometimes magnesium can help us to calm down. Have a long walk in the evening or in the morning, in the park, on the streets. Is very important. I think it's very important on a lot of things, but communication, to understand our feelings, to express our feelings when someone hurt us, when someone cross our boundaries, is very important to work on that. The way how we dress say a lot of things about us. Sorry, I'm looking into my son. It become very cheeky since I start to record this video, like it's a storm. Okay, I'm sorry for that. My son, very cheeky one. Also, we need to understand every single step. In the beginning of this journey, you're not gonna understand yourself. But step by step, God is gonna bring exactly the perfect video, the perfect people who teach us how to become the perfect version of ourselves. In this journey as a woman, you're gonna learn how to dress, what is perfect for your body, which color is perfect for you, how to put makeup, not too much makeup, because sometimes you don't want to look like clove, like a Joker, because everything have a reason. And sometimes we need to learn how to make up, how to use makeup, how to use a daily routine for us to bring the best version of our skin, our body shape, everything. In this journey, you're gonna be upside down, up or down, because it's a long journey until you find your perfect yourself. You're not gonna find in minute, 1 week, 1 month. It's gonna take time, a lot of time. In my journey with God, I learn about me a lot of things. I lose myself, I recover myself, I lose myself again. So just because I was my entire life in my masculine energy, and sometimes I was want to rely on someone to help me, to love me, to bring everything what I was needed, and God say it was wrong what I was wanted, because no, it's exactly what I was needed. So yeah, I supposed to learn in different type what it was wrong and what it was right. I don't know how to explain. God is gonna bring the perfect experience, the perfect people, the perfect, I don't know. It's gonna bring everything what we need to understand how to deal with our emotions, our routine, how to, what is we need to improve to ourselves. Repeat. Sometimes, like, sometimes we can be in the wrong relationship with a person, not because that person is wrong, just because we don't know how to love ourselves and to tell the person how to respect our boundaries. Is very important, because we sometimes we shut up when someone is hurting us just to keep that relationship alive, and you allow that person to destroy you, to put you down, to treat you like rubbish, just because you don't want to lose that person. And when you're gonna start to realize you are more valued than you realize, you're gonna say, you know what, if you don't handle your shit, take your shit and go. In that moment, that person's gonna realize you are more valuable person than you realize. Because sometimes the people know how valuable you are, but because you allow them to destroy you, to treat you bad, to talk bad with you, you give power to over you. And after, because okay, she like to be treated like that, I'm gonna treat her like that. So I'm not gonna invest that much in her or in him. So yeah, sometimes we have this experience in our life. We're gonna repeat sometimes the same lesson over and over, maybe with different people. If it's not that person, is gonna be another person, but it's gonna treat us the same until we learn how to say no, or how to go out from that relationship. Toxic relationship, doesn't matter if it's your parents, your best friends, your husband, your wife, your everything. If you learn how to be respected, how to deal with toxic people, in that moment you're gonna take your power back and you're gonna move on. So yeah, that's why I had a video, the isolating mood. It's have a reason in our life, because we need to understand how much we damage ourselves and we change ourselves for others just because we want to be loved and to be accepted and to be someone to be near to us. Anyway, take care, God bless you, and see you in the next video. I'm gonna try to do in Romanian language and also in English when I gonna know what I need to say in English. That's it on the moment. Take care. God bless you. Bye.